So it right up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in. Hope everyone is doing well in life. First and foremost, I want you all to smash the piece of that like button. If you haven't smashed it, smash it right now. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, make sure you do so. We've got the notification bell ding dong. Let's have it right so you know when we go live. And we've got the Minerals FC Ultras membership down below in the description. Salute to all the Minerals FC Ultras. Salute to our Chelsea old boys. We see things they'll never see. And salute to the no surrender mentality. So let's get straight into it. Let's have it right. I still feel sick to my stomach. I'm absolutely livid. You're seeing Arsenal decimate a Real Madrid at home. Declan Rice with two unbelievable free kicks. A fantastic performance all round. Saka back in the team. Martinelli back in the team. Marino scoring a top goal as well. No striker. They got no striker. But they played as a team and as a unit. They're playing Champions League nights. We're playing Conference League nights. We're in phase 3 of this entire project. They're in phase 5. And they still haven't won anything, by the way. There's no guarantees. And let's have it right. I hope they don't win the Champions League. If they do, I'll tell you what, it's an absolute meltdown from me. I'm not having it, bruv. Yeah? It's just embarrassing. And now all these melts in the fan base are going, oh, you know, back the process. Look at the wonderful talent we're buying. We've got a 5-year project. Intermuska's just come. Fuck you. Are you joking me right now? We're in phase 3, mate. I ain't waiting another 5 years for this project under Maresca. Maresca ain't going to be here for 5 years. And all these players that they're buying ain't going to be here for 5 years. And we're already 3 years in. I'm not waiting 8 years to do what? What is all this waffle, mate? They list out all these players that we're buying, yeah? Let's have it right. Arsenal, all right, in the Champions League. We should be in the Champions League. This would never happen with Don Roman Abramovich, and that's a fact, all right? Arsenal weren't in the Champions League when we had Roman all the way to the end of his tenure, bruv. They weren't in it. They weren't in it for 8-9 years, all right? Now they're in it because, well, let's have it right. Chelsea have fallen off a fucking cliff because these clowns have implemented this Brighton model, this kindergarten FC, Epstein FC model, and this low wage structure cap. They've just got Berta after losing Edu Sucks Toes, yeah? All right? And straight away they're looking at Gyökeres. They're looking at Gyökeres. They might be looking at Osimhen. Man United are looking at Osimhen, all right? And what are we looking at? We're looking at Delap for a cut price of 30 million. Is this a fucking joke? Osimhen's got 33 GA, and we're looking at Delap with 12. For a relegated team in Ipswich. What is going on? You deserve what you get. That you are in acceptance of this. The standards at this football club are absolutely in the gutter. Absolutely in the gutter. I wanted Declan Rice here. That was my number one midfield option. I've got countless streams saying it before Arsenal were even in the discussion, bro. Yeah? And everyone was about, oh, I wouldn't pay that money for him. Oh, he's not that good. He's overhyped. He's this and that. And now you're all doing pantomime on your reaction videos and on your watch-alongs, having a nosh off going, oh, my God, what a free kick. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm in awe. Listen, the guy's a baller. He's a fantastic player. He was a Cobham player. He's come from Chelsea Academy because Roman set the standards at that academy. We were beating Real Madrid, bruv. Yeah? We were beating Real Madrid. Mason Mount scoring the 2-0 for us to go to the final. Yeah? We've won it twice. Well, that team is clear of the team we got now. So what are you propagandaing? I don't understand this shit, bruv. You're either bought or you're completely deluded. It's one or the other. People are going, bring me Delap, bring me Delap. Oh, my fucking days, bruv. Yeah? Seriously, are we really going to prop Delap? And also, it come out as well. It's come out. I just see it earlier, all right? Confidential spoke to the camp of a striker Chelsea are linked with and were told he will not be turning up at Chelsea anytime soon because others are willing to go instantly higher on the wage he would be guaranteed to take home. It's all about wages, and these clowns are capping the wages at 150 grand a week. That's why you didn't sign Osimhen. Isak, we can't even get Isak, bruv. All right, we can't get Gyökeres. But Arsenal looking at Gyökeres, they'll probably look at an Isak or they'll look at an Osimhen, bruv. All right, why are we not shopping like that? Why are you allowing Arsenal shop like that, but you're propaganda in Delap? Bottom of the barrel, bruv. No guarantees this guy's going to be any good. There's no guarantees, bruv, whatsoever. He's playing for a team that's getting relegated. Is that where we're shopping now? Is that the standards? Like getting a championship manager? I mean, I'm done with it. Isak stats. 27 appearances, 20 goals, 5 assists, 3 clean sheets. Jackson, 25 appearances, 9 goals, 5 assists. Who do you want? You want a Delap? and a Jackson? Or do you want to go for an Isaac and an Osimhen with 33 GA? Or Gyökeres that's scoring every game? Like, where do you want to go with this? What are you propagandaing? Oh, we're here for the long haul. We're here for the time. I've been waiting 3 fucking years, all right? And I'm watching Arsenal do Champions League madness, bruv, all right? With a midfielder that we should have had at our football club. And people go, oh, Roman didn't want to pay the 100 million. At that time, West Ham wanted 130 million, close to 150 million for Declan Rice. And Roman's not going to be held to ransom. So they waited for his contract to go down. And then what do you know? Fucking hell. Roman sanction. And then what did Thomas Tuchel want? Thomas Tuchel wanted Declan Rice, and these clowns wouldn't buy him either. And he's on 300 grand a week. So there's no chance you'll sign those top quality young players that have got experience, bro. Yeah? This is where we are. We're shopping in fucking Primark these days. It's absolutely embarrassing, mate. Yeah? And let's go to the manager, Matic, bro. Yeah? Matic. Absolute fucking lad in the middles today, yeah? He says, the difference I felt after Chelsea was that at Chelsea, everything was about the result and winning trophies. That was the spirit in the whole club. Even the man who cuts the grass. And that man who cuts the grass for 33 years has been gutted out by this clown ownership, yeah? And he says, Roman Abramovich would also ask us about results. At United, it was more commercial. Of course, it's the Glazers, it's the American ownership. It's the vampires that come to milk the football clubs and don't give a shit about the game, but they turn up to all their American dross-cultured games, bruv. We'll stay on that side. We don't want you here, all right? That's facts, all right? So why are you in the fan base on X and all these bots and all these brown envelopes? You're all very quiet last night because you're seeing Arsenal doing that, and there's no guarantees Arsenal are going to win it or do anything. It's not the point. It's the fact that Chelsea are not in the Champions League. We were in it 3 years ago. We were fucking landing it, bruv. We were Club World Cup champions. We won the Super Cup. We had Thomas Tuchel, elite gaffer. How can you have based upon sustainability with a non-elite gaffer? A gaffer that's not even going to be here, bruv. I mean, he's just a yes man. There's no mentality in this football club. There's no mentality. Mentality stems from the top. And everyone keeps propaganding this nonsense, bruv. And you want 30 million for Delap. I mean, it's just a joke, mate. It's an absolute joke. It's just embarrassing. Maresca has made Palmer worse. And look at this. All right, Pochettino was awful, yeah? Let's have it right. Spursy. We scored 77 goals under him. The current team now under Maresca scored 54 goals. You know, Palmer's not getting the same numbers as last year because he's playing him as a number 10, not on the right wing where he's deadly. It's just a shambles, mate. Everywhere you look, it's an absolute shambles. And John Obi Mikel today on his platform puts, I love the way Enzo Fernandez plays. He's such a leader and we want to see this. Where's he led us to against Brentford? Where's he led us all season? Look where we are. We're looking by 1 hour in that nutsack to scrape top 5. We're looking at top 5th position, bro. 5th position. After spending 1.5 billion, no spine, no experience, and they still don't want to go in the market and get experience. I've had enough of it, mate. Honestly, you deserve what you get. All of you lot propaganda in this are just an absolute joke, bruv. You know, you don't go and buy a Premier League club, a team that's already winning and wins every year. We only won a year under Roman. We didn't win one trophy. Yeah, we win a trophy for 1 year under Don Roman. You go and spend the 1.5 billion of just young, inexperienced, unproven players on low wage structure. You get rid of and gut everything of elite level at this football club, not just the players. I'm talking the manager, the backroom staff, the people that are part of the culture and heritage of the football club, the Cobham Academy, Neil Bath. Everything's gone. You don't get us a front of shirt sponsor for a whole season at a club like Chelsea. We're not in the Champions League. We haven't won anything in 3 years. We haven't fucking got Champions League football. We're not competing. We're not at any level, bruv. And what's all this trust the process? You've gone through 3 managers and they're all dross. They're all lower quality and downgrades of Thomas Tuchel. The majority of these players we bought are downgrades from what Roman Abramovich's team was that they inherited. All right? And we finished 12th in the first season under them, 6th in last season, and now we're probably more likely that they're going to finish 6th or 7th. So what's the progression? At least with Arsenal, you can see progression. You can see that Arteta's been Lego, it's been backed. All right? No manager's getting backed. He's been there for 5 years. Their managers haven't even lasted a season each season. So what are we doing here, bruv? Potter didn't even last half a season, mate, or 3/4 of a season. and we were told to trust the process, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like we've got no connection to the players, the manager. He plays boring football. He's rigid. He's got no mentality. All right, tells us we're not getting top four this year. It's not the target. The owners haven't said anything about top four. They are desperate for top four. Let's have it right. And then you get this other melt who goes Cole Palmer 22, Reece James 25, who they're trying to sell because he's on 250 grand a week. Moses Caicedo 23, granted, baller. Enzo Fernandez got to change his agent at the end of the last season and wants to force himself out and get a move out because he wants the same wages as Reece James. It doesn't justify him getting the wages of Reece James because he ain't done fuck all compared to Reece James. All right? Romeo Lever, always injured. I mean, we don't see him. Seven starts. Is that it? Nicholas Jackson, not good enough. Not elite striker, 23 years old. He's not even a young'un, bruv, at 23. Mason Mount was winning the Champions League at 21 years old. Havertz was winning it at 20. What are we doing here, bruv? All right? Reece James as well at 20 years old. Like, what are we doing here? Winning World Cup, Super Cup, Champions League, mate. Getting top four, elite mentality, elite standards. Levi Colwill, not good enough. Couldn't even get in the team when Thomas Tuchel was there, bruv. Let's have it right. Mark Cucurella. Well, let's have it right. He's been decent. I'm not gonna slander Cucurella. But where's the backup for him? You can't blame every game, but you drop Cucurella against Brentford for what? A Conference League game? Against a Polish team? And you play Reece James, left centre-back, make it make sense. Mike Penders, we ain't seen him, 19 years old. Esteval Williams, 17. Kendrick Pires, he's on low. He's training with Strasbourg to get European experience. He's 17 years old, all right? You don't know what that's going to be like. And the environment at Chelsea is a shambles on a footballing level. Malo Gusto, shocking, bruv. I mean, what kind of dross is that? Quende, you ain't going to see him for a year. Isugo, who knows anything about this guy? And he goes, a lot more. I mean, what are we propagandaing here, mate? Seriously, are you watching Real Madrid? Are you watching PSG? Are you watching even Aston Villa? Aston Villa and Arsenal would be in the Champions League if Roman was at Chelsea, bruv. Facts. All right? This geezer goes, again, you're writing off a 5-year project after 3-ish seasons. It's almost 3, mate. We've got fucking 7 games left. Year under a new manager. 1 year under a manager. No, it's phase 3, mate. Yeah? Phase 3. Yeah? The project, the gaffer, is the model. Get it in your skulls that he ain't the manager. Inter-Milan's got no say on signings. Do your due diligence and research and look at the track record of this ownership and what the directors have briefed, saying they want to be able to micromanage. They want to be able to give the pool of players to the manager and they implement a system. That's it. They don't say what players they want because he don't get the players he wants. He says, don't tell me you want to see Chelsea, our beautiful football club, succeed and then become negative with one result, doesn't go away, or when a rival wins a big match, turning your head when times are tough. Times have been tough for the last 3 years, you fucking melt. 3 years of this dross, and we ain't progressing. They brought Felix and Viega, and explain to me, 6 months later, they're gone. Explain it to me, mate. All the common play's been gutted out for pure profit. Not about building a team. You're not building a team. You're building a financial model. These are assets, these players. You say buy them young and at low wage structure and advertise them at Chelsea without a front shirt sponsor and sell them on for profit. And if you can't sell them, which is like the 90 players they can't sell them all. So they've got to loan them out. But there's a limit on loans. It's a fucking circus, mate. Yeah? We're not in here for the long haul. Clown Lake, Clear Lake, Blueco are in there for the long haul. Do you know why? Because they got a 1.2 billion debt with double-digit interest rates that has to be paid over 10 years, or it can be cut short because they can sell the club. Well, you don't believe we can't sell the club. They can sell the club. So have it right. Blueco can sell. It's just like, the debt dictates the model. The model is this financial kindergarten FC model. Like, people are gone, mate. You're absolutely gone. We are Chelsea, and it is unacceptable not to win. You know what I'm saying? We should be winning, bruv. You got Melts writing essays on here about trust the process and look at all the talent we're buying. You say this every fucking transfer window and every season, and I'm getting bored and tired of this narrative. It ain't working. It's not a project for football. Ask Nagelsmann, who said it weren't. Ask Luis Enrique, who rejected us. Ask Thomas Tuchel, mate, who left the group chat and wouldn't be a yes man and stopped and blocked the entry for the clowns to enter the dressing room in half times, showing their VIP guests. And none of you talk about vivid seats. None of you talk about the fact that Bowley's a tout. You don't give a shit. You don't care. You don't talk about the debt. You follow the brown envelope agenda. You want to be all this. You are literally blind faith. That's what you are. But let's have it right. Al Pacino, blind as a fucking bat, can see that this ownership is not building for football. It's only for monetary reasons. And neither yes man, lay a cake built by design. Let's have it right. So let's have it right, bruv. You're in the dark here. You're all in the dark, mate. You're all a fucking joke, man. You're a shambles. Honestly, absolute shambles. This model's killed our football club. Yeah? He's killed our football club. And Bodie's going to kill football. So do you want to listen to Matic? Do you want to listen to John Obi Mikel, who's saying we need to go and get Osimhen and he wants to come to Chelsea? We ain't getting Osimhen. You're going to get Delap. Is Delap an upgrade on Nicholas Jackson? Let's ask that question. And would Delap and Jackson get into any top team? If Delap's so good and Arsenal in desperate need of a striker to complete their structure, their team, to go on and win a title and so forth, yeah? Why are they not looking at Delap? Why are they looking at Gyökeres or Osimhen? Why is their director looking at Gyökeres or Osimhen? Why are they not looking at Delap? Why is Newcastle not looking at Delap? Because they might sell Isaac, or they got Isaac, have they? Yeah? Man, you ain't looking at Delap, bruv. That's PR from Fabrizio Romano. Yeah? They're looking at Osimhen. They would like Gyökeres because of Amorim. Yeah? Is Man City looking at Delap, or are they happy to have Haaland? Yeah? Are Liverpool looking at Delap? Like, what are we doing here? It's just a joke. And then we're playing Conference League tomorrow, you know, and everyone's like, oh, let's get up for it. I can't, bruv. I can't. It's a Mickey Mouse trophy. It's an embarrassment we're in this trophy, yeah? It's an embarrassment. After 1.5 billion spent, they spent 75 million euros on two sporting players, young'uns, yeah? We've got the youngest age squad in Europe, and they're bringing more fucking kids and no experience, no leadership, no proven pedigree, bruv. And these players are going to leave. They're the ones that you are rating at the highest level. Cole Palmer, he's gone, mate. Yeah? Reece James ain't going to hang about. They want to win. He was used to winning at Chelsea. You understand me? So what are you propaganding? You're allowing Arsenal to go ahead of Chelsea. Because we're way behind. We're way behind Arsenal already now in phase 3. With a third manager, we're behind them. We're fucking closer to 10th position than we are the top 2. And what, Man City are going to just fall off a cliff? Arsenal going to fall off a cliff? Liverpool going to fall off a cliff? Villa and Newcastle, everyone's going to fall off a cliff, but Chelsea ain't, because we've got a bunch of young'uns and they're all going to grow on the same trajectory because the AI scouting tells us so. And all the data, shut up, jog on, you're a long way from Starbucks. I'm done with it, bruv. Honestly, I'm done with it, yeah? I'm done with it. I don't want to see Arsenal do well in the Champions League and have their fan base. They irritate me, bruv. They absolutely irritate me. They wind me up. They're giving it big into Real Madrid supporters in the street. Have some fucking shame, bruv. Have some respect. Real Madrid are the biggest club in the world. You ain't ever going to dream of winning that many Champions Leagues. So show them some respect, bruv. Yeah? You know what's funny? Modric played yesterday. He was fantastic, by the way. You know, he's old. He's the oldest ever Real Madrid player. And do you know what? When we played them, do you know what shirt he asked for? He asked for Mason Mount's shirt. And he hugged Mason Mount because he saw what a fucking terror he was, terrorising Real Madrid, bruv. We had Sergio Ramos on his knees, bruv, with his hands on his head, bruv. Yeah, we had their goalkeeper in disarray. We had their whole team. Tony Cruz didn't know what to do, bruv. Yeah, in their top level, bruv. Top level they were. And we beat them under Thomas Tuchel, bruv, with Kante, Kovacic, all these players, Jorginho, bruv, Thiago Silva, Spilicueta, bruv, Rudiger, you know, proper mentality, bruv. Havertz was in there, bruv. We even had Werner, for crying out loud. How far we've fallen, bruv. We have fallen off a cliff, and the standards have killed us. And the PR has allowed these standards to fall, and you lot are buying into it, not me. You can be blinders about me. I'm eyes wide shut. Eyes wide shut? Never. Eyes wide open, mate. You lot are the eyes wide shut merchants. Have it right. So, big up to everyone. Put your comments down below. Smash the like button. All that jazz. I'm done, motherfucker. I can't be bothered anymore. I'm tired of explaining all this nonsense.